In the previous session, we had talked about the anatomy of the ear of the middle and external and middle ear. Now we will be talking about the anatomy of the inner ear and the internal auditory meatus. So, inner ear can be divided into two parts broadly, the bony labyrinth and the membranous labyrinth. The bony labyrinth is basically a part of the petrous temporal bone which has got a structure of a cavity and a canal. The fluid circulating in this bony labyrinth is called as perilymph. The bony labyrinth can be divided into three parts, the cochlea, the vestibule and the semicircular canals. The membranous labyrinth can be defined as a closed system of fluid filled intercommunication sacs and ducts which are filled with endolymph. The membranous labyrinth is divided into, contains the cochlear duct, the utricle, saccule and the semicircular ducts. We will be talking about all of these in detail. So, this is a pictorial representation of the bony and membranous labyrinth. The white colored stuff is the bone. So, you have the cochlea and this is the part of the vestibule and these are the semicircular canals. The grey colored part here will be the membranous labyrinth where we have the semicircular canal, the saccule and the utricle here, and this will be the vestibular nerve and the cochlear nerve. So, the bony labyrinth consists of the cochlea, the vestibule and the semicircular canals. The cochlea has 2 and 3/4 turns, has got an apex which is called as the cupula, which is directed towards the medial wall, and the modulus. So, you look at the cochlea as a screw. The base, so the modulus is the stem around which the duct spirals. The modulus defines the medial direction, as I told before, of the cochlea, where the outside wall, this is lateral. The bony spiral lamina is represented by the threads of the corkscrew. So, this is the spiral lamina. So, these threads represent the bony spiral lamina. The cochlea has got a base and an apex. The helicotrema is present here, where the scala vestibuli and the scala tympani communicate with each other. The scala vestibuli at one end is closed by the oval window and the scala tympani is closed by the round window, which is all, the scala vestibuli is also fenestra. With the oval window is called as the fenestra ovale and the round window is called as fenestra rotundi or the secondary tympanic membrane. So, this is the membranous labyrinth. You can see everything is interconnected. So, you have the semicircular canals and then you have the utricle and the saccule, and from the saccule you have the ductus endolymphaticus or the endolymphatic duct, which ends in an endolymphatic sac and communicates with the CSF. The ductus reunions communicates with this connection between the saccule and the cochlear duct, and this is the cochlear duct with 2 and 3/4 turns. So, the semicircular canals, though there are 3 in number, they have only 5 openings. So, there is a common ampullae or the common canal between the posterior and superior semicircular canals. Each of the other ends of the semicircular canal open up into through a separate opening into the utricle. The cochlear duct. If you look at the cochlear duct, it is made of, this is a part of the membranous labyrinth. So, it is made of again 2 and 3/4 turns, forms the middle part of the cochlear canal between the scala vestibuli and the scala tympani and contains the organ of Corti, which is the receptor for hearing. So, if you look at this diagram here, you can see that this is the oval window, this is the round window and this is the this canal, this is the scala vestibuli, this is the scala tympani, and one colored in grey would be the cochlear duct, which forms the scala media, and these are the semicircular canals. This is the cochlear nerve and this is the vestibular nerve. So, this is the membranous labyrinth. So, the cochlear duct, if you look at it, it has got a base which is medially formed by the osseous spiral lamina and laterally by the basilar membrane. The roof of the cochlear duct is formed by the Reisner's membrane, and laterally you have the cochlear canal, which contains the stria vascularis. So the cochlear duct